Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday it is here as I record this. This is another part of my yoga snack sequence, the shorter yoga videos that the feedback so far, people have been enjoying the fact that they can do a 10, 20 or 30 minute segment rather than commit to a full hour. And some people are using it to drag in their spouse or their children to do a little shorter workout, so that's a nice enticement there. So this time I'm going to focus on the core. The core of the body really is between the knees and the shoulders. It includes the back, the hips, the upper legs, and moves up towards the chest area. So it's a very important region of the body that works on the stabilization systems, both the local and the global. So we're talking about this transfer of load from the lower body to the upper body. We're talking about spinal stability. When we do balance poses, for instance, we need that intervertebral connection and strength between the vertebrae. So let's get into it because we have 10 minutes. So that's not a lot of time. Let's come down onto our back to start with. And simply squeeze the knees towards the chest and rock from side to side. So one of the things you're probably starting to see in these 10-minute videos is you don't have a lot of warm-up time. We pretty much go straight into it. So keeping the shins parallel, knees bent, hips together like that. Bring the hands under the head and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull the navel back towards the spine. So you're already starting to engage the abdominal area, the diaphragmatic area, all these parts of the muscles that will be helping stabilize that one. Start to deepen the breath, moving towards that Dirga Pranayama, starting to warm up the musculature in that area of the body that breathes you. The next time you take a breath in, hold the breath, lift the tailbone, so you instigate that, and then exhale, extend that left leg out, right elbow comes towards that left knee. Inhale back to neutral. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, and now exhale, right leg out, left elbow comes towards the knee. So we're not going too fast, but we're using the breath. Inhale, lift the tailbone, that ignites the abdominals. Exhale and reach, elbow to knee, foot extends. Inhale, neutral. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale, opposite. Inhale, neutral. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale, extend and reach. So we're holding the head and the shoulders up the whole time. Inhale, lift the tailbone, exhale, opposite side. Inhale, neutral. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale. So your abdominals should be starting to feel it now. A little fire. Now the next time you come to neutral, keep the legs up, lower the head down. And then wrap one leg over the other, and if you can, wrap the toes around the calf. Now I can't quite do that, but if you can, so creating a squeezing motion between the legs. Bring the hands against the thigh closest to you. Inhale, take a deeper breath in. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, and then exhale, press hands against thigh, thigh against hands. So this is going to take it right down into the deep abdominals. And release. Inhale. Hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale. push hands against thigh, thigh against hands. Even when you're empty, keep pushing while you're empty. Inhale. Lift the tailbone. Exhale. Hands against thighs. Thighs against hands. Really pushing both directions. And release. Hug the knees towards you. And change the cross of the legs. So again, work on that squeeze so you get the adductors, which are part of the core system, right? Squeezing the adductors like you're coming into eagle legs or twisted root. Deep breath in, hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale, push hands against thigh, thigh against hands. And release. Inhale, hold the breath, lift the tailbone, exhale, and release. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Lift the tailbone. Exhale. Hands against thigh. Thigh against hands. Exhale. Release. Squeeze the knees. And create a little rocking motion as you rock forward and backward. Come to a seated position. Come onto your belly. And bring the hands down, palms down into the mat. Bring the big toes together, point the toes. Feel the breath, squeeze the buttocks, start to press the pelvis into the floor. So engaging the buttocks, the glutes, lift the feet. Now lift the feet so the knees come off as well. And then lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Feel the chest come up. If you can, bring the hands up. Reach back through the hands, fingers spread out wide. Now lift the feet a little higher. Try to lift the thighs as high as you can off the mat. And now lift the head up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. See if you can bring the whole chest cavity, the whole rib cage off the floor. Hold your boat pose. And exhale, release. Come onto your side. Bring your right hand under the head and extending out through the feet, toes curled out. We'll come into the obliques now. Inhale, lift the left leg up and then the right leg up and bring them as high as you can up off the ground. Extend that right arm that was holding your head or whichever side you chose. Bring the palm face up. Bring the other hand off the ground and come over hand to hand, reaching out, feeling your proprioception in this. So feet lifted, hands, shoulders lifted. Find your balance point. A lot going on in this particular pose, side boat pose. So we're waking up the core in this quick 10-minute session. Exhale, release. I'm going to roll to the other side. I'm going to turn so I can face you. Extend through the legs, hand supports. Lift leg up. So feeling that abductor and then the adductor coming down, feeling that squeeze. Reaching that hand, removing the balance. Right hand comes over. And using the breath to stabilize you as you keep lifting. So you're always trying to lift upwards, really working the obliques here. Exhale, release, come onto the back. Hug the legs, create a little curled up ball and rock forward and backward. And then come up into a seated position, extend the legs out in front of you. Now you can hold the legs, or for a little more engagement, release the hands and palms face upward. Really curl those feet back, engage the, you'll feel this in the adductors as you push out through the legs. The abdominis, the transverse, the rectus abdominis, all working here. Using the breath, hold you steady in boat pose. So there's a quick 10-minute wake up for the core. Exhale, release, and just take a moment to come into a comfortable seat and notice what it's like to engage those core muscles that help stabilize us, help our balance poses, and also really transfer the load from the upper and lower bodies. Have a wonderful day. There's your core.